Yeah, what's up, people? Hope you're all doing well. How's everybody's day been? Hope you've all had a good one. Hello, prep, you dad? Preppy, your dad? Welcome in here. Hello, what's your name? Have you been here before? Welcome to my live anyway, like the live. So, yeah. Has everyone been getting ready for Christmas and all that? I don't really do much for Christmas, to be honest. Don't bother with like decorations or anything like that. I just kind of, kind of a bit of a, oh god, you got like 5, 10 different accounts of you. Alright. Okay. Alright then. Okay, welcome in. Right. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well tonight. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, people. Don't know what's going on lately, but hardly seem to be getting anyone watching anymore. But it is what it is. Yeah. It's kind of making me a bit kind of get sick of doing it, to be honest. I'm trying to grow this platform. I'm trying to put all the time into it and everything, and most of the time it's just a bunch of idiots or trolls or whatever. Other than that, there's not much going on a lot of the time now. I thought I was getting somewhere, but it just seems to have faded. I don't want to get all disheartened and all that, but okay. Alright, see you later. But I don't know. We got like nearly 1,500 subs, and okay. Who else have we got in here? Not a lot going on here at the moment, so that's kind of getting a bit fed up of it, because we're just not really building this up. It's just been stagnating. The views have been going down. The people just don't seem to be showing up much. I know it's like getting towards Christmas and all that, but when you've got nearly 1,500 subs, like, and most of the time I'm not even getting 10 people in the chat, and it's a bit disappointing, really, isn't it? But yeah, fucking hell, there's like nobody here. Just have to wait for somebody else to show up then. But yeah, if it doesn't pick up, then I'm just probably gonna get off, because there's no point in doing this. I ended up just getting off earlier because I was just like, you know what? Can't be arsed with it. It's just pointless. Like, you start to get kind of find certain people irritated and just like, it's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Alright. Who have we got in here then? Where's everybody tonight? Maybe I'll put a community post out or something. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what to do, really. just putting a poll out on my channel. Let's do this. Alright, let's just do this. See if this gets any, yeah. So I don't know what's going on, I don't really seem to be pushing this out very much. Not a lot of people showing up tonight, so yeah. Just trying to figure out what am I going to do to grow this thing, what am I going to do to engage more people in their lives. Might do some fitness stuff. I could do some crunches, I think. So I might do that. Yeah. Just try to stay focused on my fitness stuff. That's what I'm focusing on right now. But how are we all doing tonight, everybody? Hope you're all well. There's nobody here, so pretty much just talking to myself. I'll give it a little while and see if anybody shows up. But if not, I'm just gonna go. I'll give it for maybe a half an hour. Who have we got in here then? It seems like I've just been fucking shadow banned or something. It's like they've just fucking shadow banned me or something at this point. There's something that doesn't seem right lately. It's just hardly getting anyone watching. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just boring. I don't know. Or they're just deliberately shadow banning me because I talk about certain things that they don't like. I don't know. Don't know what it is, but just, yeah. I just don't even know what to do anymore. I don't know. I'll just start doing this stuff now, and then if people join, then people join. Oh, there's still nobody there. Fuck me. Look. Hello, medium. 100 reps there. Fuck me. How you doing, everybody? Hope you're all well. Are you back? Welcome back. Where the hell is everybody tonight? Might do some leg raises next. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, let's do leg raises. Well, they call it tuck leg raises or whatever they call it. Where the fuck is everybody? Oh, Golan, bye. Hello, Grindset, how you doing? Fuck off then, you know? Goodbye. Can't be arsed these fucking idiots. Yeah. It's mainly just a bunch of fucking idiots on here. Or trolls or whatever fucking shit. Why can't I get fucking like a good chat like fucking Jace gets? Like why can't we get a fucking good community in here, for fuck's sake? So most time people don't fucking show up. Try to do fucking positive content, no one gives a fuck. Part of me just wants to fucking give up, but giving up's for the fucking weak, so we ain't doing that. So I don't even fucking saying anything. What a fucking bother. You know? Well, I've got all these fucking subscribers and like, hardly anyone's fucking here. And even the people are here are not even fucking saying anything. Why don't you just go fuck off then? If you're not gonna fucking say anything, then just go fuck off then. You know? Go on. Go fuck off then. You know? There you go. Go fuck off then.
Yeah. If you're not gonna fucking come and chat or anything, then just fuck off then. You know? Not in the fucking mood. You know? Not in the mood for any fucking stupidity. Not in the mood for any fucking dicks, anything like that. So, yeah. Hello, Anton. Yeah. What's up? How are we all doing tonight? It's fucking dead in here tonight. It's been fucking dead for a while now. No one even seems to fucking give a fuck. So trying to do these fucking lives and trying to build up my thing, and no one's fucking here to fucking support. Fuck off then. You know? Why don't you all go fucking unsubscribe then? If you're not gonna fucking come to my lives or anything, go fucking unsubscribe for me then. So I don't fucking need you here. You know? Who the fuck are you telling to cheer up? Fuck off then. You know? Seems like only people that want to fucking watch me if there's some fucking drama going on or some bullshit. Why do I even fucking bother? It's in a fucking mood to fucking tear shit up. That's not a fucking good idea, so... Well, fuck off then. Like, you just fucking... Just go away. Just go fuck off. Like, you know? People don't want to fucking come here and just, like, support me, then just go fuck off then, you know? Like, just go fucking unsubscribe then. I don't fucking need you here. If you're not gonna fucking come and be part of it, then just fuck off then. Like, just don't fucking say anything, just fuck off, you know? I don't need fucking fake subscribers.
Look, what am I fucking supposed to do to fucking get people to fucking watch, you know? So I try to talk about positive shit on health and fitness and all that. But when I do, it's like no one seems to give a fuck. They just rather go fucking watch the fucking brain rot bullshit. Like, I put time into this shit. I try and put effort into it to respond to people. And we get fuck all people watching. Like, I'm just not in the mood for like any bullshit. All I get most of the time is just a bunch of stupid fucking comments, a bunch of troll comments, and then the people just end up being like two-faced, who act like they're okay, and then they switch up on you, and then you know, some people just seem to want to cause arguments, and then just like, this is not what I wanted. I wanted to actually build up a community in here. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good enough for this shit. Like, anytime I fucking try to build something up, anytime I fucking try to build anything up, it's always fucking failed. Like, I tried building up my fucking TikTok just for it to get, like, I got 38,000 followers on it, just for it to get fucking banned. You know? It just seems like no matter what I fucking do, always something has to fucking happen to fucking ruin it. I'm not gonna let it fucking happen anymore. You know? This time, nothing's gonna fucking stop me. Nothing's gonna fucking stop me this time. I'll do whatever it fucking takes. Yeah? I'm not gonna let anybody get in my head either. Oh, now people show up. Yeah. Yeah, people only seem to want to fucking be here when I'm like this, you know? When I'm just normal and chill, people just don't seem to care. So why should I care? Yeah? Well, I don't really believe in God, so fuck God anyway. God can fucking suck my dick. Well, you know, it is what it is, you know. Yeah, people don't want to be here when I'm just like normal, then so be it, you know. Fuck 'em. Go fucking unsubscribe, because if you don't even want to be here, then fuck off then, just, you know. Nothing, it's just, I'm just kind of getting fucking sick of this fucking shit. Like, it's stagnating, it's not growing, it's just, people are just not coming back hardly, they're just, it's just getting very fucking just, I don't know. I was hoping that I would build this up, and it's just been, just feeling kind of like, yeah, people aren't really supporting much anymore, they're just, it's like some people just forget about you and then they move on, and I don't know. I just did a bit of a workout that, I don't know. Why is it that certain people can just seem to do well, and then I try to do something, and even when it seems that something might be starting to work out, then it doesn't work out. Something has to stop it, you know? And I'm just like sick of it. Sick of feeling underappreciated. Like, even when I fucking try my hardest, no one seems to fucking give a fuck. Apart from very few people that actually do. Like, they don't care if I actually be successful in anything, or if they fail. They don't give a fuck. If anything, a lot of them want me to fucking fail. I'm not gonna fucking let them have that satisfaction. You know? But, you know, it just goes to prove, you know? With like nobody watching. As soon as I fucking get pissed off, now there's like 10 people here. Yeah. What a coincidence. You know? Just goes to prove all that people care about is like drama. You know? That's all they're here for. Fucking drama. Or they're just, I don't know, they're not interested in when I'm just like getting into like topics or whatever. They're just here for fucking drama. Well, fuck off then. Go and subscribe. You know? I don't need you here. Like, you're not welcome here if you're gonna just, all you're interested in is that. So, yeah. Like, come on and just get a bunch of just like bullshit. Get all these fucking trolls, all these people, and it seems to be very few that are actually genuine. Like, and I just don't even feel like, I don't know, I've ever gotten to where I should be in life. No matter how much I put into it. People say, oh, do the grind and all this shit. And even when I feel like I'm putting in work, it just never seems to actually get me anywhere. Well, yeah, it was a few, but, you know, most people just don't seem to care. And, well, I'm gonna just do some more exercise, I guess.
Alright. Alright. And they've all gone now, so yeah. Yeah, only the real people will be sticking around, so. Let's do the side delts now. Hello, Mum. Hello, girl Isma. I'm alright now, but just been a bit pissed off, really. With fucking people, you know. I need to do some of those. Okay. Cool. Anyway. How are we doing tonight, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. I don't know. You know, when I go into some people's lives, I just don't even feel like I'm really that kind of, I don't know. Sometimes I don't even feel like the people in there even really care about me. It's like, I don't know. You know, it's like you just kind of, I don't know. There's some people in these lives and I go and it's like, they welcome me and all that, but like, a lot of them just don't seem to really, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but. Oh, a cat walker. Oh, you got a cat. Alright. You're a cat dad. Yeah. How's everybody's day been anyway? It's woke you up, oh yeah. Meow. Hello, fellow ZA, how are you doing? You alright? So yeah, I don't know. So basically, only people seem to want to, a lot of them only seem to want to be here when there's shit going down or whatever. My day's been boring. Finally can watch some YouTube and chill. Oh, cool. Yeah, what have you been up to then? There's not been up to much then. But yeah, I just need to get on with my fucking traveling shit soon. Like, I'm gonna just do that as soon as possible. Yeah, well, yeah. But I don't know, I don't really make a lot of friends in real life because even people in real life seem to be quite toxic as well, so. Yeah. Anyway. Fucking. Yeah, I don't know. Because you're just going to get a bunch of like hostility, jealousy, and all that shit. People are just going to treat you weird if they think that you're, I don't know, superior in some way to them because they feel like they're not doing well in life. Most people are fucking losers. Most people I just can't really get on with, to be honest. It's like, it's fine if you want to be a loser, but, you know, hello user Jay. What do you mean mental? Anyway, so, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't like pubs really. Not my kind of scene really. Just full of drunk people. I don't drink, so it's not really my venue. And going on my own would be a bit odd. So yeah. I like to just be on my own and just kind of go on live chats. So I'm kind of it's like I'm in my own kind of like I do it on my own terms. I like to do things on my own terms. When you get into social circles and then you're like, it's no longer on your terms anymore. Like, I tend to be alright when I'm dealing one-to-one with somebody, but then they bring other people in and then I just kind of zone out. Like, I just can't even, yeah. It's like, when I come on here, if people don't want to be here, then they can just go and do something else. Like, nobody has to be here, but, you know, but it's like, that's good that you don't drink, but at the same time, it's like, it cuts you off for a lot of society because you're like expected to go out and drink and spend money on bullshit, basically. Like, they expect you to just go out and like spend copious amounts of money on stuff I don't even want to spend it on. Like going out drinking or, I don't know, going to parties and just blowing money up in smoke, going to clubs, going to like, you know, clubs at like crazy o'clock, just like yeah. So and most people I just don't really even get on with that well anyway. It's just, I just drink at home by myself, right? Yeah, it's just I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I don't like doing that sort of shit, and then the more that people try to tell me to do it, the more I'm not gonna do it. So you don't need clubs. Yeah, well, I mean there is like meetup groups and stuff, but I've tried going to some of the things. I've tried to, you know, go to a few things, but you know I've not really made any friends from it, and like I don't know. I'm kind of a bit of a lone wolf, really. I kind of just, I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, it's nice to have someone that you can share memories with and things like that. It'd be nice to get a partner actually as well. But that's fucking, I don't know. What's the point even bothering with that anymore? Because a lot of them just want to have their egos boosted, getting validation and attention from loads of different guys and not actually settle with any one in particular. Like, fuck off then, you know, if you're just going to be like that, then yeah, then you go, you know, waste your time with that shit, and then don't come crying to me when you're sad and lonely, when you're in your 30s and 40s and nobody wants you anymore, you know. What you mean? Oh yeah, grog, yeah. But I just don't want to be feeling kind of like I have to do certain things to be part of like, you know, like social circles or anything like that. Gorillaismos is relatable. Yeah, it only seems like people want to watch when I'm like going on some fucking rant or some shit, you know. But I don't know. Maybe I should do that more. I don't know. It's like people seem to like it when I'm ranting about some fucking societal problems or some shit. Yeah, and then it can happen, but yeah, but it's a lot less likely to happen as you get older. Like, it's a lot. I mean, at least to get the person that you want, because a lot of them will be like, they want a certain type of guy, But once they get to a certain age, that certain type of guy that they want no longer wants them, is what I'm saying. Of course, everybody's different, but like, this is a thing that they do, and they're just like, they just go sleep around and then they get to a certain age, and then the penny drops, and it's like, oh shit, I've actually like wasted all this time. Now they're trying to play catch up, try to get with someone because they think, oh no, their biological clock is ticking, and it's oftentimes too late because like a lot of the guys that they want have probably already. I mean, it's probably just they're either too old for them at that point, or the ones that are young enough, they're probably just like they've already been married at that point, or some of them even divorced and just given up with dating. So now the pool of options is a lot slimmer. Black and white thinking. Well, I'm just saying that, like, that most of the time that's what happens. Like, I get that there is exceptions, that every rule has exceptions to it, but what I'm saying is that, stupid games, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So you're getting all these people just trying to play games with each other instead of just actually trying to just find someone healthy that they can settle with. They just want to mess each other around. And is it any fucking wonder that there's all these fucking issues going on? And then when they actually do decide to finally settle down, a lot of times they can't even find anyone. They're crying about, oh, where are all the good men at? Like, well, because oftentimes they rejected them when they actually got the opportunity. Hello, Shez, how you doing? Because they were too nice or whatever bullshit, whatever excuse that they had, or I was not really ready to settle down then, or some shit like that. But then that was probably the time when they should have, because they were in their prime. But then when they get to a certain age, then it's like it's going to be a lot more difficult because the guys that they could have gone with, they probably get with someone else, or they just decide to give up, and then their pool of options is a lot slimmer. It might not be the type of guys that they want. Either they're way older than them, or they're like not very attractive to them. So they'll just end up being like single cat mothers for the rest of their lives, a lot of them. Like, yeah, and you might be saying, oh, black and white thinking, but it's like, but that's how things are going these days with a lot of it. Just very kind of like myopic, and they're just not really seeing, like ahead, like what their actions now will lead to down the line. Hello, Shez. Can you stop spamming the chat, please? All right, we're just gonna kick you out of here because you're, so goodbye. Like, we're not having that bullshit. Quality of women has dropped. Yeah, definitely. Quality of men has dropped as well. So don't let men off the hook. I don't want to let anybody off the hook. It's not a gender issue. It's a dating issue in general. Like, it's because this whole grass is greener on the other side mentality, because it's just to do with like dating apps and all these different things, social media. So everyone now thinks, oh, I can get someone better. That's why they're not settling down. But then if they do that, then they're just going to end up with nobody, So at a certain point, you have to make a choice. Like, you have to be like, oh, this is good enough, because trying to hold out too long, you're just going to end up, because who knows if you could even really do any better. So it's like, it's this whole kind of like, I guess it's like FOMO thing, isn't it? A fear of missing out, where it's like they're like, oh no, I don't want to like settle for this because I feel like maybe I could do a little bit better if I hold out a bit more, but like, there's someone for everyone, just be patient. Well, but then this whole kind of like, waiting around isn't necessarily, good either. If you just like, if you want something, then you have to go out and, I guess for men it's like that, I don't know, it's like, I'm not saying you should chase, I think that's a bad idea, but like to pursue what you want in life, to pursue the, you know, the relationship that you want in a non-needy way. Like there's a difference between chasing something and pursuing it. Like if you are like, you know, the best way to pursue it is actually to pursue yourself in a sense and your goals. And then as a byproduct, you actually become a lot more attractive and your options will become a lot wider and you have a lot more pick of the litter, shall we say. Hello, CEO. I know so many females in my town who have been sleeping around and now trying to act innocent. Yeah, it's like who are you trying to kid? It's like this whole like baptism thing that they're trying to do, where it's like, you know, like yeah, a certain age where it's like they'll act like they're this good girl now, but it's like they've had this kind of past of just degeneracy. It's like who are you trying to fool? Like nobody's buying it. For the Fat Muppet says I agree with this. Yeah. You're not sure band, I see your comments. Yeah, I see Athena, yeah. Yeah. Hello Abby, how you doing? You alright? So what if they have got a past? Because it kind of says a lot about that person that if they've been, you know, like, yeah, your past is like, says a lot about you. Of course, we all make mistakes, but like when you're doing it for years and years, then that's not somebody that I think is going to be, leopards never change their spots. I mean, like, yeah, maybe the odd person does, but like, how is it that someone could go through years and years of degeneracy and be like, overnight just change? Like, the more partners they have, this has been backed up by studies, that the more it fucks up with their oxytocin, the pair bonding hormone, they're going to be like always comparing you to previous partners that they've had. So, yeah. So if there's ever like a bad time in that relationship, they're going to be like, oh, you know, this person's not doing this for me now, but this other one did. And now they're going to be like having second thoughts about it. I mean, of course, maybe not every single one, but like, yeah. Yeah, they start getting desperate. This is what you see with these women in their 40s, and they're like, they're getting all like frustrated. They're getting all like, where have all the good men gone? Because they rejected them, and then they come crawling back to the ones that they either rejected or they ditched, and it's like, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have left you. Maybe they work that they're hurting themselves. Well, how often does that actually happen? Oftentimes they don't take accountability. Like, yeah. Oftentimes it's like they're just like, they'll play the victim and be like, oh, these men use me and all this shit, and complain about, oh, there's no good men, and it's like because they slept with all these bad guys, knowing full well they were probably not gonna have a future with the guy, and just like, I mean, it's just that if they're that easily, you know, kind of, you know, impulsive by like guys that are like studs or whatever, if they're that easily kind of influenced by that, then who's to say she's going to be faithful to you? I mean, let's think about it. Those type of women, I would say, is a red flag, personally. Who's to say that they're going to not, you know, if they're so impulsive that they can just like, you know, if something's not going right and then they see some guy who's like, they see as like charming, and they might just sabotage the whole relationship, you know, because you didn't make them feel a certain way in that moment, they were feeling, you know, they felt unheard in that moment or whatever. Because oftentimes, I'm not being sexist or anything, it's just that it's just biological. It's just like women tend to be more kind of like, they tend to, I don't want to sound like, harsh or anything, but it's just, they tend to be a bit more like, when, that they get emotional, they don't sort of deal with it the right way, shall I say. Like, it's just, men have their own problems, women have their own problems. Of course, you could say it's black and white, but, black and white thinking, but general rule of thumb, that's, this is why there needs to be that balance, where there needs to be that kind of, that more logical side with them, to balance out that more kind of emotional, if you get me. Other guys who sleep around have had their heart broken. We were talking about that before, about like a lot of those, kind of players, shall we say, that they've been messed around themselves. So we don't really know like what because like people will try to like, kind of make them to seem like the bad guys, and then if you to call out a woman, then you're called as like slut shaming or something like that, and it's like, I don't know, it's just a complete mess, is what I'm saying. Other guys who sleep around have, so I just read that one. Anyway, but I don't know, I didn't really want to get too deep into this, but who knows is where it's going to end up on these lives. That's the thing. When I go live, it's, you never know where the chat's going to end up. What's this? But they hurt people without caring before that. So why should they get sympathy? Yeah, this is it. When they go on their freaking TikTok and cry on camera, and a lot of it's just a performance that they're doing. A lot of it's actually just, they're just trying to get people's sympathy, because they've actually fucked up, and instead of taking accountability, they're like, where are all the good men at? And I just keep getting used all the time, and now I'm trying to settle down, but I'm gonna put all my past behind me and just like, and baptize myself or some shit, just like. Oh, grind sets off. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit too kind of black-pilled on this whole shit now. I don't know. Maybe I've just been kind of poisoned with all this shit, but I don't know. But I think there is truth to things, and I just don't really hear a lot of people going through like successful relationships that are, like younger age groups. I mean, but people who are older, some of them can still do well if they've got, if they're quite wholesome people and that they haven't got a really bad past that screws their head. Like I said, this whole thing of, multiple partners in the past has been shown to decrease oxytocin. So it's something that is biologically happening where, having multiple partners can fuck up your ability to be, loyal and be faithful to one partner. Hello, Fiery, how you doing? If a person doesn't get their life together by the time of 25, making bad choices, they end up regretting it by the time they're 45 to 60. Yeah, no matter how many times you get hurt, keep trying. Not everyone will hurt you. Mandy says, I disagree. Disagree with what? Multiple partners, red flag. Yeah. Yeah, because the thing is that what it's saying is that they have bad selection in partners. If they keep going for the bad boys all the time, then I'm like, I think that they should actually let their fucking parents decide who they get with, because they probably make better choices for them. Like, I'm not like pro like arranged marriage. I don't think that's a good idea. But maybe if their parents would actually, they'd be able, like their dad, I think especially their dad would be able to like, he would he would look out for like the red flags in a guy and be like, nah, that's not a good guy. I'll find someone who's like, kind of be more suitable. We'll pair them up. But I don't know. Maybe that would be better than for her to just get with some random guy who just messes her head up. You're happy now, that's good, but a lot of people end up screwed up. It's like, yeah, it's great for you. You're one of the lucky ones, but there's a lot of unlucky people who they've, they're not doing very well. So maybe I'm just being too pessimistic with it all, but I don't know. But I'm just presenting the other side of things, that not everything is sunshine and rainbows when it comes to dating. Just because one person can do well doesn't mean everyone will have that same success. A lot of it's luck, being in the right place at the right time. Glad I didn't stay with any of them. Right. But the thing is, it's like, if they just like give up their body too quickly, and we're talking about this the other night, like, then that could be bad, because that's saying that you're it basically is signaling that you're not really worth very much. Because if you're willing to give up your body to like any guy, then especially a guy who's just not very good, then then is that because you've got like low self-esteem, or what? Why would you do, or is it just because of lust or whatever, and you can't control it? I mean, it signals kind of like that you have some kind of issue there, either impulse control or something that can be seen as a red flag. Don't sleep with anyone without an STD test. Well, yeah, that would be a good idea. I mean, yeah, you can wear protection, but that's not 100%, is it? I wasn't going to give up. Well, that's good then. But I don't want to like stay like being negative or anything like that. Like I said, I think the best thing to do is to work on yourself, like I said, because then you become more attractive, and you end up with a better selection, and you're gonna be a lot less needy, because you're because you feel like that if it doesn't work with that one, then you could easily just like meet somebody else. And because a lot of times is that people will tolerate BS because hello Dale, how you doing? A lot of people will tolerate BS out of desperation, and because they feel like that person's the best that they can do, and that they might not see someone like that for a very long time, so they're afraid of like being lonely, as a lot of it is. But if you work on yourself to a point, then you're gonna have abundance of the ones that you'd be interested in. So you're not just gonna, you're not be so kind of like worried. So I think that's gonna be the best thing to do, is to work on yourself, get a bit more ambitious, maybe more just have more skills in different areas, and somebody that will be interested in. There's levels to this. What do you mean? Yeah. But yeah, I hope everyone's well. You can ask my advice. Like I said, I've been a housewife since I was 19. I'm 27 now. All right, 19. Actually, my mum had me at 19. So was that out of choice then, or was it just something that happened? So no, a lot of it wasn't planned. It was just like, yeah. Because I personally think that people should only have kids when they plan to have them, like, because then they're probably going to be more responsible. Of course, it's not every time, but like, generally speaking, like, when you plan out a pregnancy, then it's going to be a lot more, that is something that you're in a step where you're more mature and you're ready for it. So I don't think it's fair when you've got all these children being brought up by like teen mums or whatever, or early 20s in a lot of cases. In fact, a lot of these parents nowadays, even when they're in their fucking late 20s and they're not even ready for it because they're that fucking far behind development wise, they're just maybe if you was a little less judgmental, you would be happier. Well, I mean, can you blame me though? Like, the world's kind of fucked up. There's a lot of people with bad intentions out there, you know? Is there any wonder, like, the trust issues are at an all-time high? Communities falling apart. And it's like I said, even if I did try to go out and make friends, most people just seem to be kind of, just a bit kind of vacant now anyway. Or they're just low quality and just don't have any drive in them, don't have any ambition. Because I want to be around people who are ambitious. That's the only people I'd want to be around. Because they say that you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So you've got to be careful who you're spending the most time with. You know? You pretend to take on the habits of those people, the subconscious level. Yeah. Ignorance is bliss. Well, it's actually not bliss though, is it? Because the thing is that it's only bliss until it bites you on the ass. Or you grew up in the church, all right. So are you not like a religious person now then or something? I had some freaking guy like trying to recruit me to Latter-day Saints last year. I was walking down and he was like start talking to me, like, asking for direction, and then ended up like having a conversation, and then suddenly he just brings up the whole thing about, oh, I was like, I'm from the Latter-day Saints and blah blah blah, and it's like, maybe you could consider like maybe this could give you purpose in life, and because I was talking about some of my goals in life, and then he just suddenly brought that up like he was just kind of saw me as some target to kind of get into his cult. So yeah, so I can see why people can get quite sort of like a bit afraid to like talk to people, because people have this attitude of like, what are you doing this for? Like, what's your agenda? Hello, Shazad. Okay, thank you. Welcome in, everybody. It's like, oh, what's your agenda? Because usually someone doesn't just randomly come up to you these days and try to start a conversation. Like, everyone's just also individualistic and kind of cold. Like, you don't see a lot of people smiling. I just look around and everyone just seems to be kind of miserable. And then you can start to take on that kind of energy of just like that kind of low vibrational kind of. I'd rather move to somewhere where the people are more kind of happy year round, and I suppose the weather doesn't help with it. But thing is, even when the weather's good, like the people here just don't seem to be that enthusiastic. And I understand that with cost of living and all that, but people just don't seem to have much spirit. I don't know, and it's like, is there any wonder why I'm kind of feeling a bit, you could say, jaded, or just kind of, I don't know, just kind of cold at this point, when you're seeing all this bullshit, you're seeing so much degeneracy. And I grew up Catholic, but my mum became Mormon, so I went to that church with her. I'm not Mormon now, by the way. All right, okay. Is Mormonism the same as Latter-day Saints, or is that different? Have you ever heard of what you assume to be true will be true in your reality? Yeah. And I've heard about the law of assumption and law of attraction and all that kind of shit. I mean, I partly believe in it, but I don't know how true it is. I mean, I think there's some truth to like, like self-fulfilling prophecies and all that. And I have talked before about, that, kind of just looking for red flags in people. That's all you'll see. You'll not see the green flags. So I think there is something to that with the subconscious mind, but you have to be quite vigilant though, because there is bullshit out there, and you just have to guard yourself, and yeah. That's true to some extent, but that won't change all bad people. No, definitely. Yeah, there's always going to be bad people out there, and yeah. So LDS Mormon does not believe in multiple wives, by the way, right? Okay. Is that what the regular Mormons believe in or something? Hello, smiling math equation. Make America great again. At least I've kind of cheered up a little bit now, but I don't know. I mean, I know you might think I'm sounding very kind of like depressed or whatever, but I'm just kind of on a rant. Like when I'm off here, I just tend to be kind of chill and just I forget about a lot of it really. I just kind of zone out of it all, just do something else, listen to music or whatever. Like I'm in this zone now where I'm just like ranting about life and all that, but it doesn't really consume my mind very much. I just kind of, yeah, it's kind of a way for me to just vent some of my gripes about things, I suppose. But that cringe nofap YouTuber that charges, oh yeah, I think you talked about that, and yeah, I mean, yeah, the whole nofap thing, I don't know, it's just, I think it's a bit cringe. It kind of like it's like the whole Sigma grind set thing. I mean, it's like, yeah, you can do like the whole hustle thing, but I think there needs to be balance. I'm grateful I'm not at war. Yeah, and it's like yeah, of course, it's like it's just yeah, I mean, it's like great. That's all great and all that, but like yeah, you can still be pissed off at like things that like don't need to be a certain way, but they are. It's like I see that things are going down where it's like people are just trying to mess people around, and it's like it doesn't need to be that way, and it can still kind of, it's like, yeah, I get that, gratitude and all that, but at the same time I'm like, I wish I could do something to change what's going on in society. I mean, it just really it's annoying. Like the way that dating is, the way that even people treat their friends and their so-called friends. A lot of times they don't even want them to do well. A lot of times they don't even have each other's backs. You hear time and time again when people who had long-term friends and they just use them. The thing is, what I'm saying is that all you can rely on is you. I kind of just got to that point really of just realizing that, all I can rely on is my own kind of will, and anything that's outside of yourself, like for example, people relying on getting a job. So, oh, I'll be happy once I get this job or whatever, this promotion or whatever. But when you're in that kind of mindset, then you're never going to be happy because you're relying on some external circumstance to happen instead of it coming from within and you creating your own destiny. Hello, Effie plays M2. Okay, thank you. Yeah, welcome in here. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. So yeah, basically it's like, yeah, what we're saying means means different things to different people. Yeah. But yeah, the David Goggins, yeah. Well, that's it, it's like just kind of other people are gonna be like letting you down, so it's best to just not expect anything from anybody, because oftentimes they either can't or don't want to help you in certain instances. You should read the book The Path to Love by Deepak Chopra. Isn't he one of these like kind of quacks or something? Just one of these fucking, I don't know. I remember he had some like argument with Brian Cox or something, and I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's a lot of these are charlatans just trying to make money. It's like there's nothing wrong with making money from doing something you believe in, but I feel like a lot of these people, like these new agey type of people, they're about, trying to, kind of just brainwash people a lot of the time. So this is the thing, is I have this very kind of like cynical view at times. Like a lot of these big YouTubers and a lot of them have just been exposed lately, and it's like just a lot of general people, like celebrities and all that, being exposed. So how many more of them are going to be exposed as frauds? I mean, yeah, they might have some good things to say, but how much of it can really be taken seriously? I mean, it's like I can't really be asked to read through a book that if it's say like 80% bullshit, let's no 99% bullshit and 1% good, let's say. Oh yeah, spiritual is a virtue signal. Yeah, there's a lot of times it's something that narcissists use. It's like, oh, I'm a spiritual person. And that can make it seem as though that they have some kind of power over you, because they might make it seem like they're more spiritual than you. So therefore, it's kind of like a form of gaslighting in a way, I think, is what I'd say. Like, it's like a form of like, oh, you're spiritual and I'm not, so therefore I'll kind of like take your word for it, and even though I'm feeling like something's wrong, but because you're more spiritual and more in touch with reality, therefore, I'll just listen to you for guidance and all that. So anyway, so that's the thing. It's just yeah, I've just become quite a cynical person, and yeah, it's just that's makes me kind of like have these freakouts at times, and that it's just. But I need to just learn to just accept that people aren't going to always act the way that you want them to. I don't know. I think it's just, I like the idea of having control in my life, and being able to feel like I finally have some kind of control. It just, like I said, it feels like, everything I try to do, like my TikTok got banned at 38,000 followers, and really kind of threw me off, and just like, I'm starting again. I did have a little bit on YouTube, but like, it just felt like I was starting over again. It's like, and it seemed like people didn't really give a fuck. Like, the people, most of them that would watch me, they didn't really want to come and support me over here. They just, because it's too much like hard work for them, and it just can be a bit frustrating. It's like, well, fuck off then, if like you were never really my true follower then, a supporter. People act like they're so supportive and all that until something like that happens, and then you see so I suppose it's good in a way that you see who your real supporters are, because the real ones will stick by you no matter what. So you've got to see it as a positive in that way, that when something happens and you're going through some bad time, whatever, and then the people that stick around are the real ones, and that the other ones are just forget about them. They were never really your true fans. So I got stung by a spiritual teacher. What do you mean, got stung by a spiritual teacher? I feel like you're talking about someone specifically. No, not anyone specifically, just in general. Like, there was quite a few people who just kind of, I don't see anymore, because they're, like they know that I've got YouTube, but they just choose not to come and hang out and support, and it's like, I understand that people have other things going on, but like, they can't even come and hang out for a few minutes each day. It's not a lot to ask for,
just to show their face, even if they just come for a minute and just to say hi. You know, it's like it just feels like, you know, you're kind of just being forgotten about. And I know, like my mum was saying that that, you know, if my TikTok goes away, and then like after 2 weeks, everyone's forgotten about you pretty much. I follow someone who started over on the same platform and didn't have many people follow new account and had 130k new 30ish. Yeah. What do you mean 30 subs or 30,000 subs? What do you mean? Because I had 38,000 and then, yeah, I understand maybe I should have like promoted my YouTube more, but it's like I wasn't expecting to like be banned off there. No. Old had 13 PK, what do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying. Believes she was a good person, but very bitsy and using. Who's this? Hang on. I don't know. Oh, you're on about the spiritual teacher. Yeah. A lot of them are just actually some of the worst people. Like the ones that call themselves spiritual, I'd say that's a red flag. Speaking of red flags, you know, I think that's a red flag. Who will say, oh, you know, like I'm spiritual, and then they turn out to be the most kind of the least spiritual people, actually, the most kind of wicked sort of people, a lot of them. There was a good lesson, choose people who choose you, yeah, that's it, you know. This is the thing when it comes to like, you know, friendships and relationships, that it, you know, if let's say you meet someone who like you're really kind of like into them, but it's like they don't reciprocate, and it's like, well, don't keep trying to chase them, because, you know, it's just not a good ROI, is it? Even if you do end up getting with them, like even if you get with that person who, you know, you were chasing for so long, they're probably not really going to be that into you, and you're going to feel like you're putting in so much work to maintain them because it was that hard to get them in the first place. It's like, so like I would just say that you should just go for someone who, I'm not saying easy, but like someone who at least shows some interest off the bat. I mean, you gotta see, like, say if you're approaching someone and then it's like they seem kind of cold and kind of not that interested, but then somehow you're able to kind of, you know, sort of to, you know, influence them to like, you know, be with you and all that. But like, I just don't think that's a good idea. Like, because you're just going to probably feel a lot of stress from that. It should feel natural. Like, it shouldn't be like work to like maintain it, really. It should feel like, yeah, I'm fine. It's just, yeah, it's just, you know, like, I come to realize that, yeah, like a lot of people kind of suck. So, but at least, you know, I kind of figured that out now, and I'm not going to let myself get, you know, sort of mess around or anything, and I'm just going to be, I'll be fine. If someone doesn't seem interested in you, no point wasting any energy to get them, yeah. Because even if they do end up getting with you, they'll probably see that as like they'll have some leverage over you. Because this is the thing, is that you should be both 50-50. It should be both equally as interested in each other. Because then otherwise you're just going to be like, it's going to be like a, I don't know, it's just going to feel like an uphill battle. I think you should just be trying to go with the current, not against the current, kind of thing. Just you know, have someone that, you know, you feel like they're actually reciprocate, like, and not by having to bend over backwards for it. They should just reciprocate because they appreciate your presence, just for you being you, not for something else that you bring. Are you looking for a wife? I mean, at some point. I mean, I'm not looking right now, if you know what I mean. I'm just like, if the right person comes along, then I might, you know, like give it a chance. But yeah, I'm not actually looking for anybody, if you know what I mean. I'm just open to things happening, but like, I don't know, I'm kind of just losing hope kind of thing, really. Like, what am I supposed to do to, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you could go out there and approach, but I don't know. It's just like, usually the ones that actually are single are not going to be, a lot of times that they just get, sort of, it's like if they're single, a lot of them are single by choice, I would say, a lot of them. Or they're just kind of ones that are kind of just into casual stuff. Of course, there's some out there that are just single and haven't found the right one. Obviously, it's hard to really tell these days, but what do you look? What when you do look for one, make sure you're the husband you'd want your daughter to have it if she got married. Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's a terrible, but I don't know how else it works for me though. Yeah, I hear some people saying that it's worked for them, but most people I know that these apps just don't work because they're actually designed to fail. Like, literally designed to fail. Apparently, when they first started, it used to be all right. The best people are the ones that you don't change your personality for. Yeah, exactly. So I think I made a video a while ago about this on TikTok, like not changing yourself for anybody. It's difficult when you're with someone because, like, there was this fucking psycho person that was trying to get me to turn on that Abby, like, just to like block her, and so like, I was kind of like being manipulated to kind of do that, which kind of went against my philosophy of not changing yourself for anybody. Probably because I was afraid to actually lose her, and that was just when you're in that kind of where your emotions take over, and like you just do it out of like impulse or whatever, and you don't really think about like your principles and your all that. You have to be efficient with your time, trust your intuition, and move on when needed, and be happy already single. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy right now, but like, yeah, it's just that sometimes I have these thoughts in my head of like, when is it gonna happen? When am I gonna, like, because it's got to happen sooner or later. So it's like, I know I'm still young and all that, but I won't be young forever. Sometimes I overthink things like that, and the thing is, as I get older, then it's like I'd want to be able to be still somewhat young when I get with someone, because then I'm more likely to get a younger woman who's still quite attractive, and because you got to remember, as you get older as a guy, then there's this whole kind of like age pill thing, and it's like, the type of women that you can get, you're gonna have to then settle for something more within your age range, and it's like, yeah, it's just you're gonna have a bit more, yeah. So anyway, and I met my man on Tinder. Had to kiss a lot of toads first, though. Yeah, I'm just like we're saying about time efficiency. I'm like, I'm just not wasting my time on an app just be messed around and just a bunch of time wasters for the most part, where you'll say something to them, and then you might get a response, and then you talk a couple of times, and then they just stop talking. I'm like, okay, well, there's no point if that keeps happening. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I tend to find that a lot of the people on these apps are not, also the ones that I match with a lot of times I'm just not interested in. So, and then the ones that I'm actually interested in, that would be kind of most of the time not respond, because they've got bombarded with so many options. This is why it's just doesn't work. And because it's like, unless you pay for it, which I wouldn't pay for shit like that. People saying it can work a bit better if you pay for it, but it's just, even then I've heard a lot of times people have issues with it and struggle to get anyone to go on a date. It's kind of like, I see it as like the job market now, where someone could apply for hundreds of jobs and not even get a single interview. And even if they get an interview, most likely they're gonna fail the interview. It's like they're looking for any excuse to like kind of disqualify you, and it's like, even if it's just something minor, it's like, they do work better, especially filters when you pay, but it's like, we shouldn't have to fucking pay just to like, I don't know, like, I'm just not into like paying for that kind of shit. Like, yeah, I think people should just meet the old-fashioned way, but no one wants to be doing that anymore. Like, people would rather fucking pay for a fucking, and it's all shallow. It's that's the thing. It's like people seeing, oh, that person's got, oh, he's not making enough money, I'm not interested. And it's like, it's all about kind of superficial qualities, and oh, he's not 6 foot tall, because some of them even filter that out now. So yeah, whereas in real life they might give a guy a chance who's less than 6 foot tall. I mean, I'm lucky because I'm a tall guy, but just saying that oftentimes they'll filter out things that for like the most kind of stupid of reasons or whatever. Like, yeah, that's it. It's his business. It's all there to make money. So, and they need you to keep on buying their subscriptions. Because if it was actually designed to work, then people would just use it once and then leave it. Yeah, be yourself, yeah. Like, they would use it once and then they would find someone and they'd stop using it if it was to work that well. But then they just want to keep on getting recurring monthly fees off people. All right, take care, Mandy. It's like, I mean, it's right, it's facts what I'm saying, right, isn't it? Like, that it's not designed to be successful. Like, it's literally, it's like this kind of gamified system of like pay to win kind of thing. But even when you pay, it's like they keep kind of dangling the carrot at you. And then maybe, some people will win, you'll get some success stories, just like the lottery, right? If there wasn't any lottery winners, then no one would bother playing the lottery. But people invest time and money into that because they hear other people winning. Maybe someone around the corner, maybe they win a decent amount, but you think, oh, I don't want to miss out, And it's just like with the dating apps, and then, yeah, the odd person might get somewhere with it, but how much time and money did you have to put into it? Would it not have made more sense to try and meet the old-fashioned way? You could have done that for free. You could have, I don't know. It's just like, I just see it as just that oftentimes it's shallow and people are just kind of, like these, kind of, like these kind of like superficial qualities in people that are, like someone's job or someone's, education status or whatever, and things that really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't tell you what you are as a person, like what, yeah. How's the cut going? What you mean the cut? I'm not on a cut right now. Yeah. We're on the winter arc, isn't it? Yeah. You didn't even know about all this winter arc shit. Missed out on 30 million on Tuesday. Probably should have bought a ticket. Yeah, never stay the same. Strive to be a better you. Yeah. Yeah, you should be getting better every day. I was like 1% better every day. We should always be trying to improve on yesterday. If we're not improving on yesterday, then we're stagnating, basically. Of course, not every day. Some days you're going to be off. Some days you're going to be sick or whatever, or just tired. But every time that it's possible to be better, you should be taking that opportunity. When you're feeling up for it, just do it. not procrastinate. Just, you have a thought in your head, just do it. Don't think about it, just do it. But that can be sometimes the problem with me, that I tend to just not do things, and I tend to only do things when it's like a kind of impulse. If I have to take time to think about it, I tend to think myself out of it. I'm like, maybe it's not a good idea. Oh yeah, like Nike, yeah, just do it. Yeah. Yeah, so I just like tend to talk myself out of things a lot. Maybe that's why I never really got anywhere. But even when I've tried to be consistent with things, and it's like, okay, maybe this is my destiny, but I'm just not like accepting that. I'll find a way to kind of win at life, because right now I'm just been feeling a bit kind of, I don't know, been kind of getting into a bit of a low state. I mean, maybe it's the season, I don't know, but even sometimes during the summer I have these moments of just like feeling like I'm not really where I want to be in life. It's not even about comparing yourself to others. It's like, there's things I want to do in my life, and it's like, I know I could be doing it, but I'm not. A lot of the time it's just, I don't know. Sometimes there can be complacency, but like, I've been trying to be like dialed more. I'm trying to really push myself more now, trying to be more aggressive with my goals. And like, I'm planning to travel soon. I'll probably be starting that in spring. But yeah, I'm planning to do some traveling, and I'll do some vlogs, and maybe that'll be where I actually really take off. I don't know, but it just always feels like, even when I do see a little bit of success with something, it always ends up kind of just like amounting to nothing, because then you just end up like being banned, or it just stagnates or something. So probably just around the UK for now, but I'm looking at also maybe traveling somewhere like Southeast Asia, maybe, or maybe Southern Europe. But yeah, just been trying to plan things out, really. Think of like the logistics and all that. It's not good for a man to be alone. Your instinct as a man is to provide and protect. When you don't have that as a man, it can put you in a downward spiral. Yeah, definitely. I do feel like I think deep down it's like that's what's been kind of affecting me, when it's like I'm just here on my own, and it's like, yeah. But I think a lot of women are like coping as well, where it's like they'll try to say that they don't need a man, but then they kind of like, the thing is though, that you'll see a lot of times they'll say that, but then and then 10 years later they're like, oh no, I regret feminism. And it's like, yeah, I think it's just that it's this kind of like new mentality on things of like wanting to think that they can do everything that a man can. It's like, we're built differently, and we have to accept that. And it's good to have, like that, like a balance in energies, like I talked about earlier, where one might be a bit more logical, one is a bit more into emotions. So it's like having that balance, that yin and yang. I agree, honestly, everyone should have enough money to feel good about themselves, the whole providing thing. Yeah, well, it comes to like providing money, but it's like a lot of men just decide, you know what, why would I want to provide for someone who treats me like shit? Because even a lot of the simps now have realized that they're being used, they've been taken advantage of, basically. That they provide all this money, all this love and affection, just to end up having it thrown back in their face, and then they end up cheating on them and whatever, and just leaving them for somebody else. Imagine how that would make you feel if that had happened. But I don't. I'm not into religion, so I mean, it's like I wouldn't want to be like, as long as they don't influence me into their religion, then I wouldn't want to just law up as a Christian just to like get somebody. Maybe church maxing or what is it? Religion maxing, faith maxing. So yeah, what else would there be? Spiritual maxing. Well, that's cheered me up a little bit. So I don't live in my apt for free. What do you mean I don't live in my apt? You mean in my apartment? Well, the way I would see it is like, if I'm a guy if I have like, somebody to come and stay in my apartment, it's like, if they're going to stay there for free, then they should at least be like making food and doing stuff around the house, So it all comes down to like reciprocation. That's the new one, faith maxing, yeah. Like, you heard it here first, I coined that one, faith maxing. What other ones could it be? Trying to think of like religious maxing. Jesus maxing. I think that might be already one out there. It's probably already one. Yeah, never heard of it. Yeah, Jesus maxing or God maxing or if you're a Muslim, Allah maxing. Physically and mentally out. Oh yeah, that's it. A lot of times that mentally checked out or something. I go to church, but my husband doesn't. He is still the head of my house. Yeah. I think it's just about there needs to be reciprocation, and that's what it's about. Like if you're just going to work all day to provide, and then they're not even like, if they're just bumming, kind of like just being a bum and just led around all day and just watching TV, then I wouldn't stand for that. So it's about like there needs to be a balance of like responsibilities. That's yeah. So almost all women work, so there's not really many of us out there looking for you to take care of us 100% financially. Yeah, it's times have changed now, so I guess I was talking a while ago with someone, I think it was Nora, and it's like they were saying that they make things work where they both work or something, and it's like, well, what are you going to do if you have children? And they're like, oh, we can put them in daycare or something like that. But is that really ideal, though? To put them in daycare? I don't know. I don't work outside my home, but my house is clean, laundry is done, and supper is ready when he gets home. Well, that's it. Like, if you're actually kind of providing something, then at least it shows that you're playing your part. It's all about give and take, like, because then what is the actual point because what would be the point in providing for someone just to get nothing back, hardly? is the juice worth the squeeze? That's the thing. It's like, but yeah. But yeah, like I said, there's not a lot of these trad wives out there, and a lot of these men are looking for trad wives, and it's like kind of like looking for a diamond in the rough, isn't it? Yeah. Anything he says is low in my house, and I'm perfectly happy with it. Yeah, a lot of men want to feel like they're in control of things, and but it's like women have been told, "Oh, you need to be the one that's in charge, and you don't want to be submissive," and but of course, like being submissive doesn't mean being like someone who will just put up with bullshit. Like if you see something's not right, then you have a right to speak up about it and be like, you know, I don't think you're right doing this. But other than that, I mean, if you, it's okay if you think that he can be like the leader of the house, then because he's providing he's providing all the like food and everything, and you just like cook and clean and raise a family and all that, and yeah, it's all about kind of purpose, isn't it? But you could argue that if all they're doing is housework and they don't have a family, then are they actually contributing that much? Because if you think about a guy who, if he's working all day, 5 days a week, then, and she's just like kind of like not doing much most of the day, then is that fair? I mean, if she's actually got family to raise, then that's fair enough that she's got more responsibilities then that's going to take up her day. But it's all about kind of, like if he's providing food and shelter for you, paying for everything, then, and you pay for nothing, then, and all you're doing is just, there is no better purpose or job that a woman can have more than taking care of her husband and children. Yeah. But a lot of them aren't really after having children anymore. So if your purpose is not to have children, then I think that it would make sense to just kind of go 50-50, because like I said, it would be, then you're not like the traditional housewife in the sense that you don't have a family to raise. Because some of them just want to be housewives just so that they can get the benefits of being a housewife without all of the responsibilities of it. How's it going, Rufus? Hello, welcome in here. Are you new here? Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, people. That would be really appreciated. So, yeah. I don't want it to be taken the wrong way, but yeah, I'm not saying everyone's like that. It's just, there needs to be like a fair exchange of energy. No, I'm not. But what do you mean not? What? Or new, not new, or what do you mean? I must have forgotten about you if you'd been before. Because there's people who've, they come here and then they don't come for some time. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Yeah, can we get this shirt out then, maybe? I don't know whether to restart the live or not, but I'm traditional and people don't realize how much happy, meaningful life that is. Yeah, yeah. It's like people try and bash on it, which I don't agree with. It's like just because you don't like that and you want to do things the modern way, then doesn't mean that the woman who's traditional is somehow a victim or anything like that. It's like she's chosen to be like that. Then I was here last time. All right, okay, fair enough. Oh, you changed your name. Yeah, that's what it was then. Anyway, but yeah, I hope everybody's had a blessed day. But yeah, sorry about earlier. I was just a bit kind of pissed off really with things and just I don't know, just been a bit kind of, been feeling a bit kind of bit kind of cold lately, to be honest. Just I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's one of those things. Sometimes it feels like I'm a bit kind of underappreciated at times, where I have all these things that I can do, but at the same time, there's also sometimes people have demands of you and like asking, oh, you should do this, and it's like, oh, what is it's like where it feels like you're kind of being, I don't know, like almost like you're being bossed around on your own life, and that just really kind of pisses me off. Like I just come on here to have conversation, and oftentimes I don't know where it's going to go, but I try to find out what people want to talk about because I don't know. I don't know what my audience wants to even talk about half the time, and then I'm like, I start talking about things that I'm interested in, and most of the time people aren't really interested. So I'm like, okay, well, what do you want to talk about then? How's it going, Remy S? But then the problem is sometimes the things that they want to talk about, I have no clue about. I hate the feeling of being bossed around. Yeah. Yeah, it's like when people are trying to give me unsolicited advice and things like that. Oh, you should do this with your channel. Oh, like what have you thought about blah blah blah. Oh, you should do this with your beard. I'm like, fuck off. No one asked for your advice, so leave me alone. Yeah. So hopefully people can understand why I can get quite pissed off at times when I feel like people are just not respectful, and then I'm just gonna naturally just snap back and just, yeah. But at least I find out who the real people who stick around are. Yeah, that's it. It's like people are. It's like the other day when I had someone who was like, "Oh, you know, maybe if you did free weights, you'd get stronger." It's like, yeah, I don't need your fucking advice. Do I look like I need your fucking advice? But there were probably just some trolls. So it's just hard to tell though on here, you know. Sometimes I can take things to heart when people say things like that because it's like, are they actually being serious or what? Like I don't know. Are they trying to like insult me, or are they just trying to do it for a reaction? It's just hard to tell like sometimes because some people are that fucked up that they actually think that. I don't know. It's like I just like to know what people's intentions are, but you just never really know. It's just somebody behind a screen who keyboard warriors, and it's like you can be talking to anybody. Like it could literally be anybody. For all I know, it could be somebody that I knew from like school or something, and they're hiding behind a name. But yeah, you just don't know. Anyway, thank you for the likes, everybody. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight. I don't know. I'm 29 years old. Yeah, how old did you say you are? working out intent takes time on this medium. What do you mean? Working out intent takes time on this medium. Oh, you're on about people, like people's intentions. Oh, you're 27. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you just said, didn't you, that you met someone you had a child at 19. Anyway. Yeah. I'm going to do some more of my workout, I think. So it's like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, fucking, yeah. When I feel like I'm, sexy and all that, and then, I don't know. So maybe I'm still feeling a bit kind of like body dysmorphia and all that. So I look at myself sometimes, I'm like, nah, it doesn't look very good. So I can't help but, kind of be my own worst critic. Oh, you're 21, all right. I thought you was a lot older than that, but I don't know. Anyway, married at 19, and oh yeah, I thought you said you was you had the child at 19. I thought that's what you were saying. So I got a bit confused there. Yeah, the daughters at 22. 2 daughters at 22. Are they like twin? Are they twins or something? So I'm gonna do the hang on. Yeah. So let's just No, it's not a one-arm push-up, no. People calling it one-arm push-up, it's different. It's a plank rotation, whatever you call it. What the fuck just happened there? Scribbles you, baby, what you mean? Does God love me even though I don't believe in Jesus? I don't know. I don't know what they say because I don't read the Bible, so. But what kind of God would like not love someone just because they don't believe in it? Is it really their fault if they don't believe in it, As long as you're a good person, I would think that would be the most important thing. But yeah, like I said, I don't believe in all this God stuff because I'm like, what even is God? Everyone's got their own interpretations of it, so yeah. Anyway, so at least we had a few people tonight, but to be fair, it only seemed to happen when I fucking started getting pissed off. Like, people only seem to start coming in when I'm like getting irritated or something. So I suppose like yeah, something good came out of it, I guess, because these lives seem to have been a bit quiet lately.
a lot less people kind of hanging out, and the other week I was getting like 30, 40 people in my lives. I think I even had over 50 on one of them at one point, but we've just been not really getting much lately. And Emperor Celeste, what's that? I suppose it's quality over quantity. At least we've got some good ones here now, but I don't know. Sometimes it just feels like the people that you want around you aren't there. I don't believe in free will, so alright. But there's a lot of religious people believe in free will, but then, because I had this problem about it, but I don't want to get into any more religious stuff. I refuse to even go any more into religion now, because I'm just like, just ends up causing arguments. So yeah. But I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Share the live if you can, subscribe if you're new. Yeah, so who are all these people here now? Maybe you could say something and yeah. Anyway, what should I do next? I might do a few more reps on these things. It's not the most comfortable thing, but you gotta embrace discomfort. Fuck feelings. Hi, Anton. Hi, Fiery. Hi, Jamie. Oh, you were talking to Jamie. Oh, yeah, Abby's still there. Cool. We will say it like it is. We're all degenerates here. Well, I don't know. Everyone seems to be fucking degenerate in some way nowadays. So I don't know, I feel like sometimes we're witnessing the decay of society, but I suppose they've always thought that. Like, people have always thought it's like the end of the world. So I don't really take seriously when people are going about the rapture or whatever bullshit. Between Jamie and Jace, these are good workouts. Oh yeah, we mean between Jamie and Jace. These are good. What do you mean between? Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're all well. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Yeah. Sometimes I come on here and feel like, I don't know, where it's like people have such demands on you to be a certain way, and then if you don't immediately entertain them, then they lose interest and then they move on. So sometimes you feel like under pressure to be constantly saying something entertaining or whatever. Oftentimes I don't know how to do that at times, and just, yeah. You're very good looking. It should be easy for you to find somebody. Well, it should, but for some reason, I don't seem to get a lot of like eyes. I don't know. Maybe I know they say, oh, well, you should go out and approach, but I'm like, I'd rather not do that unless they show some kind of sign of interest, because I'm just
rather not be wasting my time with that, because it's going to be a lot easier to just like make something happen if they already show some sign of interest. Like, why would I spend time trying to, I don't know, win somebody over? Like, yeah, is it really so difficult for him to just kind of even just look in your direction and to kind of show some kind of, I don't know. So I'll be like checking out girls and stuff. I'll be like looking their direction, and most of the time they just don't seem to be all engaged. I mean, maybe that's their issue, where they're just kind of that kind of in their own bubble. I don't know, but maybe I'll get the odd like sign here and there. But yeah. I don't know, I just think that people should be a bit more kind of, yeah. I guess people need to be more open with each other. Like, if there's any like interest there, then show it to each other, you know? Yeah. I mean, I'm not a very outgoing person when I'm out in public, really. I tend to be quite kind of, I just like, you know, I go out and I go to the shop and I come home. Like, you can easily get a woman, but I know you want something serious, right, Jimmy? A high value type of woman, yeah, definitely. I don't know, maybe it's just that I'm a bit too cold myself, and that might be why I'm not getting any, stuff. Maybe I'm just expecting too much of people, like, to think, oh, they're going to show some interest signs, such what they call IOIs or whatever, or choosing signals or whatever you want to call it. But I'm like, I should be getting, according to all these fucking incels, I should be getting them all the time. Like, I'm supposed to be this good looking guy, and they seem to not really pay me much attention. Like, so what's that all about? Like, according to all these incels that can't get women, and they're saying, oh, it's the good looking guys get all like IOIs off them all, but I don't. So is there something wrong with me then? That's because I was expecting that I would do all this looksmaxxing and do all this like working on myself, improving the way I look, and then that would improve my confidence and all that. But I just don't seem to really get that much feedback. Like, I don't know, unless it's online, I get a lot of people, opening to me online, but a lot of times those are just time wasters and just stupid. So, not serious people, just idiots, play mind games. All right, you take care, Fiery. Have a good one. Incels trying to bring you down. No, that's funny what you mean. She has to be super intelligent. Yeah, well, not has to be super intelligent, but it'd be good to have a brain. A lot of them are fucking brain dead. A lot of men are as well these days. It seems like most people are a few years retarded nowadays, to be honest with you. Like, I just can't even have conversations with most people because they're just that fucking stupid and don't even know what they're talking about. It's just, I just can't get into any deep kind of conversation with anybody, hardly, in real life. But I feel like I can probably get on better with people online because the people who want to actually have a more deeper conversation, they'll stick around. Whereas in real life, it's like you could be around a certain group and then you just, I would just zone out because I'm not interested a lot of the time, and I get it, yeah. To their level, I mean, they probably, whenever they, what's that, an inkling you're getting somewhere, will instantly try to, I'm not talking about like them talking to me, I'm just talking about them saying things in general. Like when you see these channels where they're saying, oh, all these, good looking guys, they get, attention thrown at them, and how's it going, Pat's GG, catfish. There is catfishes, but some of them are not catfishes as such, but they're time wasters. Like, some of them I've actually spoken to before, and I know that they're real people, but their intentions are fake, though. That's the thing. Yeah, a lot of people are just, they don't have very good intentions. They hide their true intentions. What you on about, Pat? What you mean? He's my bruh now, Jamie Brownlow, huh? What you saying? Right, so they're complimenting you in a way. Well, no, I'm saying that they also say that attractive guys should be getting a lot of, basically getting girls like throwing themselves at them because of the looks theory. But if that's true, then why is it that I'm not getting them chasing me? Like, I don't want to be like all kind of like expecting every girl to chase me and all that. But it's like, why should I have to chase them all the time when, you know, they don't even show hardly any sign of interest, hardly ever. So I understand that some women are quite shy and don't want to, you know, they're afraid of like, a lot of them are afraid of rejection. But I don't know, it's a lot of responsibilities put on men to like have to face the rejection and all that, and yeah, it's like, why should I have to face that then? If you don't want to face that, then I don't know, why should I have to go through that? Because rejection is not good for anybody, really. It's just, yeah, I don't know, a lot of them have this kind of like, oh, you know, it's kind of like such and such, and I think I can do better. It's like, because it becomes so picky now that you could be like the best guy that they've met all day, and they still won't give you a chance, a lot of them. Just be a good, kind, respectful gentleman, and you'll eventually get the woman that's meant for you. Well, I mean, I try to be that, but yeah. Yeah, it is their loss, I know. But yeah, whatever. Anytime I've actually talked to him, I've never like really led anywhere, and hardly in real life. Like, yeah. To be fair, I could have probably done more to try and close or whatever, but yeah, so that was, I suppose it was maybe my issue, to be fair. Like, I could have done more to actually make something happen in some cases, but I've also been rejected before, and it sucked. Because then you're just left feeling like, you know, kind of trash. But oftentimes it's nothing to do with you. Maybe it's their own situation. Maybe they're just in a time where they're not actually looking for anybody, or you just don't really know. So I suppose it's like, you've got to kind of have that mindset where it's like, it might not be you that, hello, cool guy, how you doing? Left feeling deflated, yeah, because you might have like built your hopes up thinking that you might have a chance with this person, and even you might have had a good chat with them and you feel like there was some chemistry there, just for it to just be, yeah. The thing is that women aren't stupid. If guys go up to them and talk to them, usually it's because they're interested. So it's like, they probably know that you probably want to like actually, you know, like actually, you know, try your chance with them. So, but they won't just like tell you straight up that, oh, I'm actually, yeah. If you like, just to say, hey, you know, if you're actually trying to, you know, get with me, I'm just saying, you know, I'm not really bothered right now. I'm just a kind of just an FYI. It'd be good if they could actually do that, because then you're not, yeah, it'd be good for just to not be led on like that. Because, like I said, they're not stupid. They know that when a guy talks to them, that they're probably like, they're probably trying to shoot their shot, you know? So I think if they know that they're going to end up rejecting the guy, they should just tell them straight up, just to not waste their time. So I don't think it's fair. But a lot of them just like the attention. Even if they just end up rejecting them, they're like, oh, well, you know, I can just get this guy's attention for a while, and then, but I'm still going to reject him now. We don't necessarily know that because not every guy that talks to a woman wants to be with her. Yeah, but it's like, I mean, oftentimes that is the case though. I mean, I'd say most of the time, really. Like, if he's talking to her beyond just like asking for, I don't know, directions or anything like that, then what would he actually be at? What would he be talking to a woman for? Like, what's his kind of, what is his kind of like agenda with that, you know? Does she really think that he just wants to talk to her? For what though? Like, does he not have guy friends that he can talk to? That why would he be talking to a woman? Like, for instance, we are talking and you're not trying to get with me. Well, I think that's different because we're on an online forum here. I'm talking about if a guy cold approaches a woman and then like someone that he doesn't know, like in a cold environment, let's say, or even just goes up to a random woman in a pub or something, then chances are he's trying to shoot his shot. Because otherwise men would tend to go up to other men. Otherwise it's like, yeah, it's just, obviously it's, there could be some instances where that's not the case, but generally speaking, like they're probably going to have a good idea that he's looking to get with her. And I think that her knowing that he's probably going to do that, even if it's not 100%, she should just be like explicit in that if that's your goal, just don't bother. So then that cuts a lot of the time wasted out of it, and I guess I don't go to bars. I'm just saying that in different environments or whatever, or out in the streets, if you just go up to somebody, or like if sometimes a fella just wants to shoot the breeze. It can be disheartening when they think otherwise. When women think otherwise, that is right. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna restart the live. Maybe I can, push it out to more people. I don't know, but anyway, I'll be back in a second.